Hey my friends, welcome back to our daily bonus video with extra footage and extra tips and secrets to help you mastering homeschooling like a champ. All from my new ebook, Little Black Book of Homeschooling Secrets, which helps you blend your child's education with your occupation during isolation. You've made it all the way to secret number 15, and today is one of my favorites. Now, I don't know how many times I've said that already, but for real, I mean it. This is actually one of my life themes. Are you ready? Secret number 15. There is a solution to everything if we are willing to dig deep enough. What do I mean by this? In fact, if you notice, this is what my entire company is named after, digging deeper for success. So the whole point behind this is that we have to, in order for us to create success, each one of us must first define our own personal definition of what does success mean to me. Not what does success mean to the media, not what does it mean to the tabloids, not what does it mean to your neighbor or to your parents or to your religious organization. What does success mean to you? This is something that is so important to define. In fact, it was one of the very first things that I have each one of my clients and students, that I work with high-achieving, goal-oriented women, entrepreneurs or high-powered professional women. Many of them are moms. And this is the very first thing that I have them do is we've got to stop and define what success means to us, because more often than not, we spend an entire career climbing the ladder, only to realize that all this time the ladder was leaning up against the wrong tree because we never stopped to get clear on what it is that we want to create in life. Now, I would say the exact same thing to you here in the concept of homeschooling. So when you're looking at homeschooling, whether it's for 2 months or for 2 years or for their entire childhood, we've got to first look at what does success mean to you under that umbrella of homeschooling. So the beautiful thing about homeschooling is that you can be totally creative and you can 100% customize it around your child, your needs, your family. Okay, so whether that means, for example, somebody that lives on a farm would do homeschooling very differently than someone that lives in a high-rise in the middle of the city. Someone that has 1 kid would do homeschooling very differently than someone who has 6 kids. Someone who is a single parent would do homeschooling very differently than someone that has 2 parents at home or 2 parents that are both contributing to the homeschooling. So all of these variables would create a different environment, and that is what it would allow you to customize the situation. Okay? Now, specifically around customizing it and looking at the solutions, one of the things that I would say to you is look at short-term and long-term solutions, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, for long-term, we can get very creative and we can map out a plan of what do we want homeschooling to look like. If we're doing it just to solve some short-term immediate problems, well, maybe we need to do some triage, okay? What does triage mean? It means emergency fixes. So if you're needing to do some quick triage right now, before you do that long-term planning, go for it. Okay, so how would I do that? Well, first thing that I would do is I would look at everything that I feel isn't working. So where are the tension spots? Where are the troublesome spots flaring up on a daily basis? So for example, if your whole family is stressed around mealtime, or if they're stressed in the morning because they don't know what to do, if they're stressed in the late afternoon because everybody's going stir crazy, or whatever the case may be, look at where are the tension spots, where are the blow-ups happening, where is the frustration happening, and is it happening over and over again, recurring around these same patterns, or was it just like a one-time thing that you don't need to worry about, in the longer term? So as you're looking at all of these things, you tell yourself, okay, there is a solution to everything if I am willing to dig deep enough. So the first thing that we've got to realize every problem or challenge has a solution. And what I really invite you to do is to flip your mindset, to flip your perspective. Stop looking at it as a problem and start looking at it as an opportunity. Okay, these are opportunities that you can overcome, and you can turn these stumbling blocks into stepping stones with just a little bit of creativity and a little bit of solutions-oriented mindset. What does that mean? It means that, yes, we identify the problem, but we don't pour all of our energy into complaining and stressing and dwelling on the problem. No. We identify the problem, but then we put all of our energy into identifying and solving, identifying a solution and implementing that solution or solving the problem. Okay? So again, if we're going to troubleshoot through tension, look at what are the tense spots in your day. I promise you they're recurring. If you look at them 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, where does that stress start to build, and where do you see those areas of recurring frustration? Okay, with each one of those areas, say, okay, what are all of the elements involved in this recurring frustration? Maybe they're hungry, maybe there's not food in the fridge, maybe they don't know what to eat, maybe they don't know if they're supposed to make it, if you're supposed to make it, maybe they're eating out of boredom, all of the above. Okay, maybe they're fighting over the food, who knows what. So if you're looking at all of the details that are relating to that challenge, then you're going to look at, okay, there is a solution to everything if I'm willing to dig deep enough. So what are all of the possible solutions that we could put in place around this one opportunity? You're going to list them all out. Whether or not you would use that solution, don't assume it's not a good one. Don't assume you can't afford it. Don't assume it's too time consuming. Just go ahead and put it down so you know you've got a list of full and complete possible solutions on your paper. Okay? Then you can take some time by yourself without the kids in your ear, and you can calmly and objectively look through all of these possible solutions and look at which one is the best, or the best one or two for you to try implementing first. Okay, so maybe it's that we need to do a little bit of meal planning, and so that there's food prepared in advance so that you're not having to stop every 10 minutes and you're having to prepare for them food. Maybe you want to turn meal preparation into one of the classes. So maybe midday every day, or maybe for the first hour of every day, the whole family is involved, and meal prep is going to be a part of the daily schedule. So each child is going to be involved in preparing and creating their food for the day. Maybe you want to have the kids, maybe even the older kids, or you could ask multiple choice questions to the younger kids, maybe even menu planning. Maybe you want to spend some time every Friday menu planning for the coming week, and maybe that would be a part of their daily schedule. Okay, maybe you want to divide up the grocery shopping into different kids, or they're going to help you one day, or they're going to learn how to help you with the online shopping, or whatever the case may be. And all of these things that you are doing around your house every day, that up until now you've been doing them for your kids, maybe you incorporate them into your homeschooling curriculum so that you can actually transfer these life skills that are going to go with them for the rest of their life to your children. And this can be a way that you upskill them, and you can take advantage of this amazing opportunity of homeschooling that you don't have the time, you don't have the luxury to do when they're out of the door or out of the house 9 or 10 hours every day. Okay, so this is just one little tiny example, but just keep in mind, there is a solution to everything if you are willing to dig deep enough. So stop, take a look, where are the explosions happening at home in your schedule with your kids, and how can you stop and become creative on how to solve those problems. If you're hitting some problems that you don't know how to solve, feel free to shoot me a message, leave me a comment here on this thread, and I'll be more than happy to brainstorm and troubleshoot with you. I can tell you this, after doing this for more than 15 years, I have yet to find a problem where there is no solution when the parent or the parties involved are willing to get creative. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.